king of Babylon, besieged Jerusalem and captured it.
Come on, you lot, get a move on.
Where are you taking us?
Why can't we stay with the rest of our people?
You'll find out soon enough. The one the king wants us to interest for, Bell knows.
Then take us to Bell, whoever he is, and we'll ask him.
Take you to Bell, that's rich. Don't you he didn't know anything? Bell's our god. Bell of the Babylonians.
Glory be to Bel!
And he's a great deal more recent than that temple little David got done to Jerusalem. Look how easily we captured the place. No trouble at all. Got to hand you over to the king with all this as long as you temple. Here, have a clip. Until someone comes in.
Your Jehovah can even take care of his own temple. All these golden bowls, candlesticks, hanging lamps. We had a lot, didn't we? Easy peasy.
You stole the sacred vessels from the temple? How dare you? That's sacrilege.
Oh, come on. Even in a dirty little Babylonia, you must know better than that. What do you expect an humble woman to do? Go to her church office and ask her guy to turn to me before taking the next camel bowl? And me? And here's my easiest even General Certificate of Social Security. Grade 1, that's it.
That's in the class she was.
And that's why I got the job of collecting the part of the movie you not are. Though I'd rather have a golden candlestick than any of the other ways. Well, I'm tired. It's also kind of everything.
That's bad news. I don't like the idea of being loot. Loot never usually gets handed back again.
You think they're gonna keep us here? For good?
Sounds radical like it to me.
I don't want to live with strangers for the rest of my life.
Daniel, what are we to do?
I don't know, Henry Bear. There's only one thing I can do.
What's that?
We may have left the rest of our families behind, but the God of Israel doesn't live in Jerusalem.
Oh, I know that's everywhere in the temple is.
But he's with us here just as much as he was at home. We have to prove we can be strong.
I don't feel strong. I feel very, very, very weak.
Daniel's right. We have to be strong. But we aren't on our own.
We certainly aren't. Here comes the high priest. On your feet. Now watch your manners now. The high priest is a very important man around here. Been Nebuchadnezzar's right-hand man for years. So you better not offend him if you know what's good for you.
Ah, Emeriah, they told me you were back. Have you got the...
These are the prisoners before you.
These?
Anything wrong, holiness?
Tall, handsome, highborn, outstandingly intelligent? Was this the best you could do?
I'm afraid so, your holiness.
Oh well, I suppose we'll have to do the best with what we have. You, what's your...
Daniel.
You?
Hananiah. Michelle.
Azariah.
Ha! What extraordinary names! Daniel, I could just about cope with that. But, Hannah... I will never remember tongue twisters like those. From now on, you shall be Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Much easier for everyone. Take a note of that.
Yes, your holiness.
Right, you lot. Now let's get one thing straight from the start. I am Ponji, High Priest of Babylonia, famous throughout the land, and certain to go down in the history books. You are 4 barbarians from the backwoods whom nobody has ever heard of. I am important, you are not. Is that clear?
Quite clear. Thank you.
And for whatever reasons he has not thought fit to share with me, His Imperial Majesty King Nebuchadnezzar has decided to take cream of your race and train him up to help administer his empire. You lot smell more like sour milk to me. All the same, if you show yourselves worthy, you will indeed be given important posts in the civil service. You may someday achieve power and authority, but you will never be as important as me. Is that clear?
That's crystal. Thank you.
I'm glad that is understood. Remember it all.
Right, you lots. You gotta move on. Step on.
want you to think we've lost our jobs or anything.
No, we haven't lost our job.
I have a very good position, very good lead.
The best possible.
In fact, I would call myself the highest in the land.
Would you?
Metaphorically speaking, I have the king's ear.
Have you? Where?
Metaphorically speaking, His Highness does nothing without my advice.
Nothing at all.
But all the same, one likes to look around from time to time. Keep the old ear to the ground, don't you know?
The king's ear?
No, mind you, fool. Metaphorically speaking, one wouldn't want to miss any promotion I gave.
Any opportunities.
So, what do you have on offer?
Well, excuse me a moment. Someone's coming. We must hide. You can't see me. Pardon me? You can't see me. I'm invisible. It's the disembodied voice whispering in your ear. Oh no, Morbius. You've had quite enough of those. Besides, I can see you perfectly well.
I told you so.
Those spells of yours are out of date. You need to land some new stock. No wonder you've been made a...
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Hush!
Perhaps we can get to the point. I have some other customers. I had some other customers, but they seem to be invisible now.
Other customers?
No, chap. The place is quite empty. Nobody's going to see you.
Besides, you have to get used to this. There's nothing disgraceful about having to look for it.
There's no need to say it out loud. I'm sure this gentleman here knows what we've come for. You have information about positions, occupations, professions fit for gentlemen, preferably with a large, very large, financial reward. Well, everything I have is on these cards. Perhaps you'd like to take a look. Sure.
Wanted, a steady, reliable camel driver for long-distance journeys. Pay is half a shekel a month.
Half a shekel? My daughter would never agree to that. Her last headdress alone cost over 5 shekels.
What about this month? Laborers wanted in vineyard. Pay standard rate.
What's the going standard rate?
A penny a day, I understand.
Impossible! Read the next one.
Doorkeeper wanted for small temple. Must be prepared to work during public holidays. No overtime pay. Board and lodging provided.
Intolerable! Next.
Beggar has vacancy for apprentice. Must provide own begging bowl and blood. No pay, but good prospects for the right candidate, particularly if lacking arms or legs.
Is that the law?
Seems like it. Pretty grim, isn't it? What did Bill's neighborhood to do?
I don't know. I feel as if the whole world is heaving up and down.
It's not the world. Get up. Let me get up.
Good heavens! It's the Astrologer Royal! And the Lord High Sorcerers!
What on earth were you doing there?
I should have thought it was obvious. They're here for the same reason we are. And like us, they're trying to conceal it. We're fools, all of us. We do far better to put our heads together and see what we can do about it. Now, gather around and listen to me. Astrologers, magicians, seers, soothsayers, sorcerers, we've, all of us, been important up till now. In any catastrophe, and up till now the world was delightfully full of catastrophes, people were calling us for help. But since the arrival of those Israelites,
Shadrach and Meshach and Abednego.
precisely, they have been running the country so efficiently that the catastrophes have almost come to a halt. Even the camel trains are running out of time. Consequently, we are no longer deluged with work. In fact, it has come to an alarmingly thin trickle.
Precisely. All because of those dreary great Shadrach and Meshach and Abednego.
But it has come to me with one of those flashes of genius that I'm so famous for. And we've been going about this the wrong way. We thought the only thing we could do was try
microphone, will you? Nebuchadnezzar, King of Kings, bow down before him, O lovely one.
May I rise? I have sent for you urgently on a matter of the greatest importance. I've had a recurrent dream which is disturbing me greatly. I feel it signifies something. I want to understand it. Interpret my dream for me.
O king, live forever. Tell your servants the dream that we may interpret for you.
Are you a qualified magician, enchanter, or sorcerer?
Indeed, yes, O king. I studied at the Royal Academy of Magic Arts and graduated with highest honors.
In that case, I do not need to tell you my dream. You should be able to tell me what I dreamt. A little test of your ability. If you can tell me my dream, I will know I can trust you to interpret it correctly, and will reward you richly. But if you cannot tell me my dream, I will have you torn limb from limb, and your house will be razed to the ground.
O king, live forever. In the conditions of employment stated clearly in the National Union of Magicians and Other Allied Trades, it states quite clearly that any dream that wants to be interpreted must first be described in detail.
Am I the king or not? Do I take orders from the National and Magicians Allied Trade? I've forgotten what I dreamt. I wake each morning to find my heart heavy with fear. The dream flees from my mind, even as I try to grasp it. Interpret my dream for me.
O king, live
Of
forever.
course I shall live forever. You don't need to keep on about it. Can you tell me my dream?
Sir, do what the gods can do what the king requires.
Ha! Fix that front! A lot of you! I will have you shredded! Every wizard and wise man in the land! Hurry up! Slaughter the sorcerers! Sweep away the seers! Give the sages and the sage and make it stuffing! The wise men are to be exterminated! I want them killed! The lot of them! Yes! The lot of them! And have it done horribly. Bring me the details afterwards.
next month, and a number of applications to join the priesthood. I have the application forms here if you'd like to look through them.
Sorcerer, soothsayer, wizard, enchanter? What's going on here?
It's after that affair with the king's dream last month. Nobody wants to be a magician anymore. I think they feel it's too risky. Actually, I heard on the grapevine that most of them are out of work anyway. So our recruitment figures are up. Can we afford to expand our workforce at the present time?
Yes, if we continue to meet our target of 430 sacrifices a week. I'm thinking of opening a new temple in the center of the city shortly. It will be good for our image. We need to keep a high profile at the moment if we are to retain any influence in the land at all, those Israelites.
My feelings exactly, Your Holiness. It was bad enough before, but since that business with the dream, the king consults nobody except for Daniel and his companions. By the way, have you heard the latest? Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego have all been made rulers of provinces.
No! This is intolerable! I've been hinting for years that I wanted to be the ruler of a province, and I've never even had a teeny weeny one. How did they do it?
You know what they say, it's that God of theirs.
Ha! Tell me another. You and I know a thing or two about gods. Which reminds me, I have the plans for the new temple right here. Like to have a look? This is the outer court. Sacrificers bring the animals for sacrifices in right here. They get slaughtered here. Here are the fires for roasting their carcasses. Then the outer gate closes, the congregation leaves, and we sneak in here by the secret passage to collect our supper. And in the morning when the gates are open,
Everybody is amazed to find,
all roast meat has disappeared.
and the priest's a little fatter.
Ah, they won't notice that. Why do you suppose we wear our priestly robes so loose? Besides, when we tell them that Bel has accepted their sacrifice,
They'll suppose the statue of the god has eaten the meat.
exactly. We shall need a new statue too, of course, hoping to get the king to donate it.
Now, what a most fortunate coincidence. One of our new applicants used to be a sorcerer. Most intelligent woman, she seems. Presented me this morning with a set of proposals. I don't seem to have the tablet on me at the moment, but I think you'd be greatly interested. A scheme for getting rid of Daniel and his friends using his statue. Perhaps you'd like to come and have a word with her.
A good scheme? Would it work?
I think it would. It would need careful planning, of course. Any spontaneous outburst of complaint from a large number of people requires to be very well rehearsed. And we mustn't try to rush things. With Daniel so high in the king's favor, we might be pushing our luck if we try to get rid of all four at once. I think we can start with Shadrach, Meshach,
And Abednego. What are we waiting for? Let's go.
Hurry up, Daniel! The king would be any moment to. I would hate to think what would happen if the king were to unveil a statue but to find out man already.
Don't worry, we'll get it done in time. Headmistress is calling about the wording of proclamation.
Proclamation? What proclamation?
I don't know, but I'll tell you this. It'll make life hot for certain people in the future.
I'm so glad Your Highness has enjoyed the tour of our little temple. And now, if you'd like to stand just here to make your speech.
Before I unveil the statue, I have a short announcement to make. Since I have generously provided your new temple with its golden image, I intend to make sure my magnificence is never forgotten, and my name honored forever. Bells too, of course. Hail, read the proclamation.
Be it known to all the king's subjects that every time you hear the sound of all kinds of music, you are to fall down and worship the golden image which the king has caused to be set up. And whosoever does not worship as commanded, or who worships other gods at other times, shall be cast into the midst of a burning fiery furnace, for so the king has commanded.
Now,
it gives me great pleasure to unveil the great God Bell. Musicians, strike up! Yes, very effective. All right, you can get up now. So glad you suggested this, High Priest. I shall have a lot of fun with it. Musicians, strike up again! You have no idea how funny you look. Is it painful falling flat on your face like that?
Quite painful, Your Highness.
Yes, I thought it must be. Well, you needn't stay down there for as long as that. The sooner you get up, the sooner I can make you fall down again. I think I'll tell the musicians to play 3 times an hour for the present. That should give you a lot of exercise. Musicians, strike up again.
Don't worry, it'll work. The proclamation is being made all over the city, and I plan to have Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego fall. Off you go, you all know what to do. Those 3 are going to disguise themselves as dancing girls. We'll have them nailed by sundown, for I'm not